Hi guys, welcome back. I know this video looks a lot like a typical day in my life, bunch of clips together, and that's all in here. It's a day in my life in Bali. There's a villa tour in here as well of the villa I'm currently staying in. It's gorgeous, stick around for it. But it's really just sort of a relaxing set of clips of some beautiful footage I took on this day off from work. Let me be clear, this is not a day where I'm working, just to set some realistic standards. And as I was putting these clips together, wanting to make a calming sort of video, something relaxing, I kept coming back to this conversation that I've been having with a lot of people. This sort of shameful feeling or belief that I think a lot of us are carrying as a result of the world being turned upside down the last couple of years. I don't know if you can call the time we're in a post-COVID world. I think it's so nuanced and depends on where you are and who you are and what your experience is. But as the dust settles and as we really start to grasp not just the global effects of the last 2 to 3 years, but the personal toll, there is something that I'm hearing about repeatedly at the moment that I have felt myself and have felt quite ashamed about. And that is this sense that before COVID, I had a map. I knew who I was. I knew where my life was going. I knew what my purpose was. My mental health was pretty okay. And now in quote unquote a post-COVID world, I don't have that map anymore because the map doesn't fit the world. It fits the old world, the old life. And it is bringing up some really big questions. And I've been so grateful to my friends and to my clients who have been echoing that back more recently, asking the same big existential questions. Who am I? Where am I going? What do I do with this time and these events, and maybe a bit of the toll that it's taken on my mental health, my identity, my sense of who I am. I 100% have felt that. It's a big reason why I'm in Bali, why I, as fortunate as I was to have the opportunity, why I took the opportunity to step away and to really evaluate where I am, what map I'm holding, versus the expectations I'm putting on myself holding an old map that doesn't fit anymore. It feels a bit like limbo. In a very personal sense, I think we've felt limbo logistically, politically, geographically, globally. I think we've felt that collectively. And now a lot of us, I really believe, are taking stock of what did this do to me as a person, to my sense of self, to where I'm going, to what I value now versus what I valued before. How do I reestablish myself when I don't necessarily have the things that I had before? When a lot of my beliefs have changed, when a lot of my certainties about the world, about people, about myself inherently, that's the most important one, right? Because that's who we're with all the time. I think there's a lot of that uncertainty. And I am not here to give you magical answers. I booked a plane ticket to go to Bali to figure it out myself. But I just have noticed this hesitation in friends, in clients, in myself to share this uncertainty, especially if you're of a certain age. I'm in my 30s, my early 30s. And that's a formative time. That's when you're making big decisions about career, relationships, location, who you are in this next important phase of your life. And that's not to denigrate people in other age brackets who have been affected in certain ways, but it's just the one I relate to because that's where I am. And this time really took a lot. It took time away, it took opportunities away, it took natural development away. And if you are sitting in that space and trying to figure out, as I am, what's next? What does my map look like? I want you to know that is so incredibly normal. You are so absolutely not alone. And you do not have to have it all figured out right now, no matter your age, status, where you are in the world, what your position is. You are allowed to reckon with the impact, the personal toll of this time. And when it starts to show itself as opportunity and rebuilding and hope, that will come. Don't rush it, don't force it, don't shame yourself out of this period, out of this processing that you need to do. It has helped me enormously to do some radical acceptance. This is where I am now, this is who I am now, and what am I going to do with it? And the loveliness of that, the opportunity of that, the rebuilding of that, the hope of that has started to resurface in a major way. You can give yourself that space and that grace to just kind of sit there for a second, and most importantly, to open up about it. To know that if this girl on the YouTube is talking about it, there is no doubt that you are sitting amongst people who are feeling the same way, but likely feeling a fair bit of shame. So I know that's a little bit different from what we usually do. I hope that it's helpful. I hope you feel heard or seen from this video, calm with the music and the clips. I'm just sending you all so much love as always.